Hi, good evening. I'm Sharon Smith with the Pure Fame Media and Forever Reggae Television. I'm here at the ZABIDURY in New Rochelle with the reigning queen for Miss Dream Castle, Miss Shakira, President. Hi, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I am well, thank you. Well, we're here in celebration for the upcoming event. It's taking this place this Saturday, the 29th
Yes.
of June, the Pageant. So your upcoming resignation, should we say?
Yeah, I guess you can say my reign is coming to an end, but, I still will use my title, to do some good and, promote, still, Dream Castle and help young women, pursue their dreams and basically keep volunteering and doing what I'm doing.
One of the things that I recognize with the young women here in this contestants row, they're all young, inspiring, very talented. We'd like to know a little bit more on the personal side, a little bit about yourself. Could you give us something or tell something more about you?
Okay, well, my name is Shakira, President. I attend John Jay College. I currently work in law enforcement. On my free time, what I do is I mentor little boys and girls. There's a boys club of New York. It's on 111th Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue. I spend my time there mentoring the young men there. Also, I go to group homes and I talk to the young females there and try to encourage them, to follow their dreams. And no matter what you're going through now, you can overcome that, but you have to want to overcome whatever you're going through,
Well, Ms. Shakira, you seem like you have a lot on your plate that you have to offer to young people. And one of the things that you could tell everyone is, what was your best experience as queen?
My best experience is, I guess I can say the bonds that I've built with some of these young ladies, and I have made some permanent relationships, with some of these young women, and these are people that I actually grown to love,
Even if they look good?
Look good or bad, I mean, but they're all lovely young ladies, but when you around people for so long, for so much, you tend to grow to love them,
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard me interviewing you because I like to make jokes with you all the time, make fun at you because you're such a wonderful person, very
Thank
charismatic
you.
and down to earth. And one of the things I said, I call you my daughter, but you know what? I think you're an exemplary young woman to others. And what can you say to the fallen queen that you'd like to see her continue in the walk that you have started?
Well, to the new queen, I would like for her to be an encouragement and be a big role model for other young females, because the society that we're living in today is like the young females, they're changing. There's no more grandmas, to help raising the babies, and it's babies raising babies, So young females, they need to know that, you can grow up in the hood and still make it. You don't have to be a product of your environment. You just have to want something for yourself. And if you want it, you can get it.
Definitely. Now that you have translate yourself into the new grandma role, you see how they change over the years?
New grandma role. Okay.
See, I'm not a good one to interview today, right?
I apologize.
But you know what? You look wonderful, and we pray for you to continue your journey and continue what you have been doing. And what is it do you have to say to the promoter, Miss Gwen, who has set the trend for these young women?
Miss Gwen, talking about her makes me very emotional. But Miss Gwen, I love you very much. I thank you for all that you have done for me. I mean, she's opened so many doors to me. She's helped me out a lot, as well as like other young ladies. But one thing that I can say is Miss Gwen, she's a very genuine person, You don't find too many people like that. And when you find someone like that and you have someone like that in your corner, you should cherish them and keep them.
Exactly. I should maybe ask you, what is Dream Castle, and what exactly? Tell us a little bit about Dream Castle in a sense.
Well, Dream Castle is actually a dream. of Miss Gwen's. You know, it was just a dream that she started out with, which she made a reality. Dream Castle is actually a villa that's located in Montego Bay, Jamaica. And she also has a restaurant, a lounge. She has a beauty supply store, which is Naya's Beauty Supply Store, which is her daughter. And she also has a jewelry store. But most importantly, she's created a beauty pageant out of Dream Castle. You know, the pageant derived from her dream because she was once a young lady just like us, you know, and she's opening many doors for us and giving us the opportunity to venture out and do things that, you know, we wouldn't be able to accomplish on our own. And we just thank her so much for that. But Dream Castle goes beyond just a name or a beauty pageant or a restaurant or a villa. You know, it's basically an encouragement and an empowerment movement for young women of, you know, all ages and, you know, different backgrounds, American, West Indian, wherever you come from.
Yeah, there is a variety of different nationalities in the competition.
Yes.
With Miss Gwen, what are some of the things probably you'd want for the others, like future contestants, to know about not only her, but this event and this competition?
Well, for one thing, I mean, it says beauty pageant, but you have to understand, you can't be just beautiful. The pageant goes beyond being beautiful. You know, when I first started, the definition of a beauty pageant to me was all about being pretty, but you know what the judges are looking for, it's beyond, you know, your physical attributes that you have. It's not all about being pretty. It's about being very intellectual, being comfortable with yourself, being humble, being very, you know, high-spirited, and they see all of that. You know, when I went into this pageant, you know, I just danced my heart out, and you know, I enjoyed everything that I did. And what these contestants need to know, that whatever you know, you think that you're doing, oh, just joining a pageant, oh, you're gonna win. It goes beyond just being pretty, you know? Because whatever you think and whatever's really in your heart, this is what the judges see.
You know, I'm thinking about the young people that you work with and you're a role model for. What do they think about your title?
Well, you know, actually, I don't brag about my title, so they don't really know like what I am. You know, I try to keep. I guess you can say I have two different lifestyles. You know, in the daytime, I'm a law enforcement agent, but at nighttime, I'm a model or a beauty queen. I guess you can say that, but to them, I'm just regular Miss President. That's what they call me, Miss President. They don't know anything about what I do, you know?
You know what? I know what you do, and I appreciate you. And may God bless you.
Thank you so much.
Journey.
Thank you so much.
Right?
Okay.
And bless you.
Thank you.